Microphone check 1 2. Guess who it is? You know who it is. Guess who's back? It's brother, aka Mr. Cafe Con Leche. Well, let's Leche here locally. But anyways, you know, that dairy, it's not too good for you all the time. Yeah. This joint is brought to you by a whole bunch of caffeine and an itsy bitsy, teeny weeny, yellow polka dot bikini. Over in the building. Alright, so I'm hitting y'all up to promote my new sample pack. It's called Wavy Trap. It's the Wavy Trap sample pack. You dig? So I just want to preview that real quick. Hit you guys up with that. Let you guys go grab that, support that. And we'll move on. This will be a little tutorial style. I'll try to make this joint as short as I can. Okay, you're looking at MPC Essentials. Pay attention to the little sample being down on the right. I froze my coffee, and so if it sounds like I don't know, brain freeze. That's what it is. Alright, so the link will be in the description. You go to the store, you download the pack. This is what you'll get. Wavy Trap 1 through 4. Produced by Brother Music. Zip file. It's about 67 megs. You know what I'm saying? Not too heavy, not too light. But the 1 through 4, you get 4 files. So what you want to do is unzip that. If you're using Windows, you want to right click and then go to extract all here or whatever. The luxury of Mac, you just double tap like it's Instagram, you dig? So once you extract the joint, then you'll get it cracking. Frozen coffee in the summertime, you dig? Alright, so got my little zip folder. Give you guys a preview. Once you open it up, you get these 4 files, right? Each one of them have the BPM. And so let me show you the graphic. The BPM is basically it's like you buying 4 beats. You know what I'm saying? And I put the BPM on there so that if you guys want to reduplicate the beat or know what the samples are tracked out at, then you'll see that. So this is the graphic. Wavy Trap, Trappadocious, Trapprolificness. Alright, you get a demo. Maybe I should preview that. Nah, I won't preview that. So you get a demo. Maybe I should preview that. Let me do a quick look real quick. So you get a demo of the sounds that are in there, and I give you kind of like an idea of what you can do with these sounds. So all of these beats are really wavy. You get each one of these sounds tracked out, as well as the stabs. So you get loops and everything. Hey, 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 hey. Alright, so that's beat 1. Let's see. Beat 2. Let me try find the intro. Hey. Hey. I merely rock on any block. I merely rock on baseline. So I went real wavy with the bass lines on this. They're not traditional like 808 stuff. Really futuristic. Trap drums, of course. And so that's kind of what makes it wavy. Next intro. Of course, you'll notice on this the bass line is it's really wavy as well. real wavy. You know what I'm saying? So you could actually take these sounds, throw your own drums on them. You could replay them, pitch them up, pitch them down, do whatever you need to do. Alright, let's see. This one's really like kind of out of space. I don't want to play the whole demo. I mean, it's like 4 minutes. You don't want to sit there and listen to 4 minutes of demo unless you know, you're about to purchase it or whatever. So yeah, this bass line is more kind of actual bass guitar mixed with a little bit of 808, and then I just laid the kick on top of it just to give it a nice little punch. And that hi-hat is really heavy, so you guys get an idea of what, you know, it sounds like. So once you open up, I'm gonna open up the first folder, you get the loops and you get the one-shots. So they're divided up into sections. Of course, you got your bass loop, you know what I'm saying? You got your drum loops, you know what I'm saying? And then you got your melodic sounds. Alright, loops. The stabs are really crazy, or well, we call them stabs. The one-shots are really crazy because for every given sound, I went in there and put individual chops and whatnot, and so you guys can kind of see. I put some MPC files in here as well, so you guys can kind of load them up the way that I extracted them. And so you got the one-shot drums, the hi-hat, the kicks, and everything is in here. So each one of these particular folders, 1 through 4, you'll have everything all chopped up. And so some of these beats have an amazing amount of chops inside of them because of the fact that some of these melodies are so complex. And you know, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything like that, but these sounds are really crazy. So just to give you a view of those folders, I'm gonna take one of these folders and pull it into MPC Essentials. And you know, you guys might use Fruity, FL Studio. Some of you guys use Contact or whatever. My weapon is MPC Essentials, so that's what it is. And so many cats be hitting me up, brother, how do I pull a sample? How do I open up a sample pack? This is the video for you. I mean, I did a bunch of videos where I open sample packs or whatever. Actually, I've never did multiple folders. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to drag multiple folders in at one time, and it should load up. I'm not sure if it'll load up the way that I want it to, but it should load up. Excuse me. So yeah, my samples are loading up here, and you guys are getting a first-hand look at what's going on. I should have just did the one shot, so this might take a little while, but you guys can take my loops, you can take my one shots, put them on the pads, replay them into a different beat. The possibilities are limitless. And when you first start working with loops and stabs and samples and stuff like that, it's a really good way to learn how to make beats. If you don't know how to make beats, because all you really got to do is take the tempo that's on the sample, put it into the BPM of your project, and then just start dragging and dropping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, frozen coffee. That's great. So yeah, Once you get all of your samples loaded in, which I just learned something. I didn't think I could load up multiple folders all at one time. So my computer is kind of like copulating that right now as I speak. But once you get all the samples loaded in, I mean, you can basically reconstruct the beat that I made, or you could make something new from scratch. And so it's really dope the way that these kits are constructed. And it's kind of like a Bob the Builder situation where you just get a bunch of logs and you get a bunch of bricks and cement, you know, metal, mesh, and then you got to figure out, you know, hey, you know, what you want to build with this thing. So, this is taking a little minute. Thank you guys for hitting me up. I'm like at 1.9K subscribers. I think I need about like, what, 8 more subscribers to break that mark. I'm almost at 2K. So, I'm very, very excited about that. Very excited. And so, that's the business. The thing about MPC Essentials, just like any other sampler or sample-based production center, you have the option of doing an amazing amount of things with one particular sample. And as you notice here, just like I said, you know, previously, this is an immense amount of samples just in this one folder. There's 4 folders of samples included. I just did the Wavy Trap 3. That's at 126 BPM. So I'm going to just drag my little dig up to 126. Oh, that's way too. Actually, you know what? Let me do it the easy way. Double tap. Highlight all. 126. Cool. And what I can actually do is double tap on one of these one shots and then just kind of audition it. Let's see what this bass sounds like. Cool. Let's see what this bass sounds like. Cool. And so if I go to the bass loop, you'll see exactly what this bass sounds like. So you get the loops and you get the chops. So while you're looking at this wave, you can see, you know, the drastic modulation changes that I kind of put in there so that it kind of makes the sample dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Here's a bell sample included. Yeah. Hey. 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 And so, for those of you that don't know how to chop yet, if you go into the melodic folder, you'll see all of the bells are chopped up individually. So you could replay each individual note if you would like. Place those onto the pads and then replay your whole replay the whole loop if you want, or set up a different situation. So let's see, my kick here, it's a nice little crunchy kick, and here's the kick loop. And so again, each one of these folders inside of the Wavy Trap Kit have all of the loops included, and they also have all of the sample chops included. Let me get my mini plugged in here and possibly give you guys a little quick demo. Okay, so first I'll pull in the kick loop, and I'll just kind of go from the jump. See, we got the kick loop, we got the snare loop, and then I'll just kind of draw in a couple notes so that we can play this from the jump. Alright, we got the pluck loop. I'll place that there, drawing a quick note. Let me give this a little bit more space to breathe. So you really don't need to know how to make beats to start working with these kits. These kits will basically build themselves. Let me throw the hi-hat in on pad number 3. Hey, hey, hey. Let me draw in a note real quick. So you can use your piano roll on Fruity Loops or whatever, Pro Tools, and then you can begin to build your drums and your drum kit just from scratch with the loops that include. Because it's a construction kit, so however you want to work that. Hey, 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 hey. Alright, so boom. Let me stop that. My audio out. Okay, another option that you have with this particular drum kit, I'm going to delete all of those. Delete those notes. And then I'm going to just take the one-shot kick, and I'm going to put him on pad 1 where I can play it. And then I'll take the one-shot snare, put him on pad 2 where I can play it. Let me find my hi-hat one-shot. I'll put him on pad 3. Actually, that's the loop. Okay, that's the top of the rim on the one shot. I separated it, and so I actually put the open hi-hat on as well. Okay, and then the pluck. Actually, let me put the closed hi-hat here. Cool. And let's see, what else should I put on? Let me audition this bass. I'll take the bass and I'll put it here. I'm gonna drag that bass on. This is the technique I kind of came up with when I first started using the MPC, the MPC 500. And it's good to come up with a nice low melody when you are working with any instrument sample, just like if you were sitting down with a guitar and you're trying to come up with a melody for a song, you would get nice little melodic elements. And so I like the first tone. So basically I'll take this bass and then I'll put it into a mute group. And so all four of these samples will go into mute group 1. I don't know if I'm the only producer that does this. I don't know if I originated. I actually didn't learn it from sitting down with like a legend like Pete Rock or Kanye or anything like that. It's kind of something I came up with myself. And so you guys are free to use this technique. Basically, I'll find like a nice melody. And so on the second sample, I'll tune the second sample to be in the same, I don't know, tone or in the same key, and so on and so forth with the rest of the samples. And then at this point, I could then change the tempo. Let's just say I want to do something at 133, right? So I'll take my tempo up to 133. I got 8 bars. I got my drums are ready to go, and I'll do something spontaneous. I don't know. All right, I got a nice little drum kit loop going. I'll leave that. Alright, so got a nice little hi-hat joint going. Bada bing, bada bip. Bada bing, bada bip. Hey, bada bing, bada bip. The hi-hat is a little too heavy for me, so I'm gonna just bring it down just a little bit. And so now I can go to my bass. That real quick. that should basically give you guys a great interpretation of what you can do with the Wavy Trap drum pack. Okay. Again, I'll put the link in the description. Go ahead and grab that, guys. Thanks again. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I will be dropping new sample packs. I will be dropping new videos. Thanks for coming through. Peace out.